Greetings and welcome once again, fellow girls, guys, and gaming fans, to another episode of 7 Days to Die Alpha 16. This is Small Archangel. Thank you for joining me for this episode. It is day 7, and as such, we've got lots to do. And I've started out by making some arrows here, so I'm making lots and lots of arrows because we're definitely going to need those. The other thing I've noticed though is that I've got some armour on. I've got some fairly cruddy chest armour made of hides, which we can probably make better. Now I would love to be able to combine that, but we're not really going to be able to because we haven't got any way of combining, not on hand anyway, and it's going to take us most of the day just to get to the trader where we could do that, so I'm not going to bother about that. What I think is probably best to do at the moment maybe is to make myself some more. Now that's going to take 10 out of my 16 hides. I'm not sure if that's a really worthwhile use of our hide. I don't think we've even got, no, we haven't even learned how to turn it into leather yet. Then again, maybe it is because we're not... that is a decision I'm going to make before we move on, because we're going to be moving on soon and we've got loads of goodies here. One of the downsides of having been so successful so far is having so many goodies here and not really being able to carry them all with us to our next destination. So yeah, we're gonna have to make some harsh decisions there. But one thing I do want to do is pick this duct tape, because we can make ourselves in the armor section. We have learned to make scrap gloves. Now for that I also need leather. If we've got enough leather, which we've harvested from somewhere, which we have, nice, we're going to make ourselves some scrap iron gloves. And they're not going to appear until after we finish with our arrows, but that's okay. We can put these back because we've got the materials we need from them already, so that's fine. I'll put those there. Great stuff. So what we've got to do today is we've got to prepare the base for tonight's Horde. Now I have put my durability settings up, as I usually do, to 50% at this junction. This is the routine I'm always at, so I always start... See, that looks weird, doesn't it? Oh, I just thought I need my torches actually, guys. I put my... Do you know what? They're in my hand! Hello! They're in my hotbar. There we go. So daft. Can't remember what I'm doing half the time. There we go. This is my usual routine. I always sort of turn my settings up gradually as I go. So I always start out at about 25%. Then by day 7 for the Horde, I turn it up to 50, and I leave it there. So things get a bit harder for us to harvest too. And then I turn it up again when we get to day 14 to 100%, etc. And we basically go on like that. There, that's not exactly, it's not exactly symmetrical, but that's not the point. The point is, hopefully, we're going to light the place up a little bit so that we can see for tonight's Horde. Now, some vultures around here as well now. Ooh, we can tell we're doing well because we're starting to see things like that spawning. We are not going to get much wood from our tree farm here, so we're going to have to go elsewhere as well. But we want to take those tree seeds elsewhere. We're probably not going to bother carrying those to our next base because it's a bit of a waste, isn't it? There's no point in carrying these over. The tree seeds, we'll just plant those when we go to harvest some more trees, because we could easily gather some more and start a new tree farm in our new location, wherever that turns out to be, because we did a bit of a recce in the last episode, but that is by no means certain that is where we're going to end up. Oh, I planted really quite a few of these, didn't I? All the same, we're not getting that much wood from it, but we need this wood to make the frames that's going to finish off our basic, rudimentary and crude defences. The story so far. But it only has, and this is where I sort of cross my fingers and touch wood a little bit, only has to get us through the first Horde, which shouldn't be too nasty. Again, crossing my fingers here. I've got my Blood Moon Horde count on 8. Again, every single time we go through a 7-day cycle. That is going to go up. That is the plan at least, but this being a new alpha, and I know it's generally more are generally more challenging. Oh, look, there we go. We've got our gloves now. 150. Not bad. You see, that's why I wanted to make myself some more hide armour, because I know it would be better. Did I take stuff off that I was wearing? Yeah, that was pretty stupid, wasn't it? So I'm going to have to put that back on again. Right, frames. Wood frames. How many of these can I make then? Oh, good grief. There's no way we need that many. Okay, let's just start out with 50. And we'll see how we go with those. And in the meantime, I need to go and make sure that I can pick up and put on my armour. Apart from anything else, I've now got vultures flapping around my head. So we want to make sure. Let's just put that back on. There we go. If I can... There we go. There, we've got one that right there, right now. There's actually 3 of them up there. So there's a reason to shut this hatch now. And we're not gonna be able to keep those off our heads tonight unless we put a layer of frames above our head. Now what I will do, I will take an antibiotic. They're in my toolkit here already. Well, they're not in my hotbar, but I will take an antibiotic before we even start tonight, thus ensuring we don't get infected by a vulture or by anything else. Oh, good lord, that's not intelligent. Okay, we'll do this from down here because, you know what, it's going to actually be easier. There we are. And we basically just want 2 rows of these all the way around. Oh yeah, I see you coming. Can I get some hide off this guy as well if he manages to... I am infected. Well, do you know what? We can do something about that, but I want to kill this guy first, because if I can get some hide off it... Where the hell did he go? You see, I swear I hit you about 14 times. And yeah, look at that. He's hit me about 14 times, but I've just ineffectually swung the club. They're really annoying. Okay, here's my morning hoodie. Oh, good lord, I'm doing badly today. Ta-da! On the upside, I have just levelled, but blooming heck, I'm in terrible shape considering... Right, I think we're justified in using that, but I will have to have one of those. I'll have to take one of these, which will probably have worn off by tonight now, which is really irritating. But there are loads of... Look at that. 1, 2, 3. There's 4 vultures within my eye line. And in the last episode, there was 0. So that is how much our game has been upped for us. I'm just going to shiv this guy. We don't get any hide from them, unfortunately. We don't get anything very useful at all. But and there's a vulture coming back in again. At least you can kind of hear them. You see, I can't hit him. In spite of the fact it's right in front of me and I swing the thing, nothing. You have to get an absolutely dead centre perfect shot at them. And I've got a job to do here, and I can't do it. You see, I've missed again. Missed again. And try shooting that with a blooming bow and arrow. That is not going to happen either. Got him, finally. Good lord. Give me some hide at least, but they don't. You get rotting flesh and you get feathers. That's it. No actual hide from them. You get infections and you get battered. So we're going to be battered even before we get to the Horde tonight. So, and our armour's going to be worth zilch by then as well. That's going to be trashed. So this is great, isn't it? So, plagued by... Oh, there you go. We're definitely going to need another 50 of those, aren't we? So, let's do this. Ideally, I'd like to take these with me as well. Ideally, I'd like to take my wood frames when I go. But, again, depends on whether we physically have the space. At this stage, we do not have a mini bike, so we don't have the added carrying capacity. Keep seeing references in sort of various bits of the game to bigger backpacks and things, so that's coming if it's not actually already here. And obviously that is one of the single things that would make this game easy to play. To be honest, mostly early game that would be improved by that. Is now not where I meant to put that, is it? That will be improved by that mechanic, because it's mainly in the early stages, such as now, when you don't have a mini bike, that it is awkward to try and pick up enough stuff. Because it's all about the looting. Now, how are we for vultures? I can see a shadow. No, I don't think we're being attacked by a vulture. Not this time. But they do a stupid amount of damage, considering they're just a mangy bird. And as I say, you get nothing for them. Now, how many more of these are we going to need? We're not going to need that many. All the same, we'll probably need n plus 1, where n is the number of frames I actually craft. Okay. There's one randomly up there that I can go up and get as well. There's that light there. I probably ideally ought to get rid of that and just fill that in with cobblestone, but I'm not sure I can be bothered. Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually, I need to make one more, which is irritating. So I've got one up here. Oh, come on. Get up the flaming ladder. Get up the flaming... You see, I could enclose the ladder, but that would just mean that the zombies had something to beat up, wouldn't it? Which is not the idea. I don't want to give them anything else to beat up. They're already overly keen on that. Okay, here we go. There we are. And complete. There we go. So, and you didn't have too much in the way of defences to place today. So that's fantastic. There we are. Alright, we haven't set up a farm here because I didn't think there was any point in doing that really. Because by the time we left here, it wasn't actually going to have had the chance to even ripen the crops. So we're going to wait until we get where we're going for that. We have got a hoe as well, so we're going to take the hoe. We're going to take the seeds that we're not going to be able to replace really easily, and we're going to go. Yeah, we're gonna set up farm where we go. Oh my goodness, I always forget how steep this hill actually is. Now I'd love to be able to get shot of those. To be able to get shot of the birds flying around here, but I don't think realistically I'm going to be able to do that. What I would really like to do is get some more hide. From my vantage point here, can I see any animals? No. We're not likely to see them so much in the plains anyway, but I would love to get some more hide to be able to make some armour. At the moment I've hardly got enough to make it worthwhile. I might do that anyway, just because that way we use up the hide we already have rather than leaving it behind, because I have a feeling we might not actually have the space to carry it with us. It's always difficult when you're moving on, trying to carry all your stuff with you. Oh, look, there's a biker. Those guys have some... Oh, they're arrow absorbing beards. No fair. They have some good loot on them sometimes though, and they're good experience to kill because they're so butch. I mean, look at him. Not that I'm impressed by the beard, sunshine. I'm not. Look at that. His beard's literally just. I'm gonna get that drop. Yes. Your beard didn't save you from that, did you? But I love. Oh, look at that. It's only 74, but hey, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, I love the way he's, oh, look at those tats as well, boss. I love the way that when I blew his head off, his beard just stayed there. That's quite strange. Alright, we don't want the rotting flesh. We really don't want the rotting flesh. Okay, so we're going to go and pick up this drop. Let me just have a look and see. I don't think I even collected this stuff, did I? Let's see, we may as well take that as well. I don't think I even killed that zombie, but there you go. Alright, so we're going to head and pick up this drop, because it might have more, it might have recipes, but it might have useful stuff that we can, we can stack and take with us in the next episode as well, because in the next episode, that's when we're going to be moving on, post tonight's Horde. Oh, look at the state of that. Have I got my wrench with me to... No, I'm not going to bother. My wrench is in a fairly poor condition, so I don't really want to trash it at this point. I'm sort of hoping I'm going to be able to find another wrench and or repair it. Yes, got her. And another hoodie. Well, I've already had a punch in the face by a hoodie this morning. I don't really want another one. And you're not going to give me one. There we go. Oh, running shoes. Now, I've got some of those on my feet, I think. Yes, I have. And those are better quality, so that's good. Has she got anything? Oh, yes. My breakfast. Thank you very much. Oh, now, do you know what? It looks like we've got a cave POI over there. And a deer. Oh, yes. Yes. We'll hunt that deer if we can, but we're also going to check out that cave. Because we've got the base as sorted as it's going to get for the moment. So, for now, let's just see if we can track down this drop. And before we pick up any more junk. We've got a couple of zombies here. There's the drop right there. But the last thing we want... And we've got some points to apply, skill points to apply before tonight as well. We must remember those too. More lead piping, okay. Well, we'll get rid of these because, yeah, the last thing you want is to be picking up a drop and getting punched in the face whilst reading books or whatever. No, you don't, Edgar. Yeah, I'll just shoot you in the chest rather than, you know. That went through his head. That's so annoying when your arrows just go straight through their head. Sometimes I wonder if the game decides that you've missed based on the fact that your archery skill's quite low. It's just like, this isn't a dice rolling game. That's not the way it should work, really. Okay, we can get fat off him, can't we, sometimes, if we shiv him. We'll certainly get better at knife wielding by shiving him, so let's just do that. There we go. Skill in blade weapons has gone up to 12. There's coal there, it's very tempting, but no. Drop. Yeah, this is what we want. And then we'll seek out that cave. I believe it's just ahead of me there. Ooh. Mini bikes! Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That and first aid kit. Oh, yeah. All good stuff. What's the other thing I just picked up? Beakers. Well, okay, yeah. They could be useful, but it's a bit later in the game that they become really useful. Now, this is a cave. I recognise it. So, let's just see. There will be sleepers in there. Here be sleepers. Alrighty. Let's just go and kill Steve. Yeah. It's a good idea, isn't it, to get shot. I don't know what happened to that deer. I haven't seen it since. There's something there. There, that's the deer, isn't it? Okay. I would like to get it. I'm hunted, but that is the problem, isn't it? That is the problem, is that I am hunted. Okay. The deer is off, frankly. That is difficult. Oh, go! Die! Just shoot him in the chest. He's just like, whatever. It's a good job I made some arrows, isn't it? Because I'm just firing them all straight past him. Oh, what the hell was that? That was my cat. That's what the hell that was. Get off! Okay, down in front. There we go. Yeah, some of my poor shooting today can be attributed to the fact that my cat is in front of my face and in front of my monitor, the way they do. But only some, I fear. Yes, I'm down straight away. Straight away after having, you know, punted about 15 arrows in its general direction, naturally. Okay, here we go. So, we've got ourselves a bit of meat, but not much. 4. 6 hides. Nice. Okay, so, generally speaking, when it comes to animals, you don't find them that much, and you do have to go away from your spawn location in order to find them all. Not your spawn location so much as your spawn point location. So any spawn point you've set, you need to sort of head away from there to be able to find animals, which is kind of realistic, I suppose, because, you know, chances are they would stay away from the player. Chances are they'd also run away from the zombies, so them being out in the sticks where it's a bit quieter does make a certain amount of sense. Okay, now is this... Ah, yes. I know this POI. Now, we're not hunted at the moment, so there's a couple of Zeds around, but we should be able to get down here okay. Do we have a torch? Yes, we do have a torch. Okay, here we go. Well, I'm going to go into sneak mode because we know what we're dealing with here. We're dealing with a place which, judging by the number of vultures we had circling overhead this morning, is going to be rammed with sleepers. And there's one right in front of my face straight away there, isn't there? Yeah, that's definitely a sleeper. And she's gone. Okay, so I know it's dark, guys, but I'm not wanting to alert. Hello. Mushrooms. We want some mushrooms because we want to be able to set up mushroom farms in our farms. Mushrooms in our farm. Thank you for speaking English. Okay, it's kind of dark in here even for me, but there is another sleeper over there. So if I could at least take him out of the equation first. No, clearly not. Looks like Steve. It's not. I'm not sure who it is. It doesn't matter. For some reason, I'm undetected and still shooting him, and he's still not dead. Good grief. In the nuts, and still walking around. Oh my good grief. Finally, and we leveled again, which is lovely. Okay, let's see. It is a Steve. But a black baseball cap. Do you know what? After all that, no. Alright, we've probably got some more sleepers in here, but I don't see... Oh, there's one over there. I can see a putrid girl over there. She will just probably take one shot to the face and be down. Actually, it might be a cheerleader. Cheerleader. There we go. They can be quite hard. Oh, look. Football jersey. That is better quality than the one I have. But I will keep one of these because if we can put all of those together, we can get a better quality football jersey. Now, I just picked up a stone. I couldn't see what it was. That's why. Okay, I'm going to deploy the torch now. Because I'm not sure there's any more sleepers around here. They can be very stealthy, of course. And spawn in really, really bizarre places. But I don't think there's another one. Okay, it can be really, really bad if you sort of stand up and then find there's sleepers. Or, yeah, they just kind of spawn in front of you or behind you, or, you know, in spite of the fact that you've apparently cleared the place. But I haven't had too much problem with that. The only trouble I've had with that really has been when I haven't been playing alone. Alright, so we've got some boxes here. Again, gonna have to be a bit in the dark here. Gun store box. Nada. Boom. That's not great. Let's just have a bit of a look around. We're good, we're good. Let's take this. Another gun store box. We've got gun parts, but... yeah, sorry folks, but with the new skill system and stuff, it is unlikely, even more unlikely than usual, that I am going to invest any of my precious skill points in gun-related stuff. Washing machine. Okay. Don't think I need anything that's in there, but you know what? If I scrap that, it gives me leather, right? Yes, it does. Even one piece of leather is quite welcome. And the one thing I will do before we leave this place, I know I can scrap the washing machine, folks, but at this point my inventory's full, so there's no point in doing that, is there? I can scrap the washing machine using my bad mechanic skill and my wrench, and get mechanical parts and electrical parts and such things. But as I say, at this point, not a lot of point. Splash. There we go. And we may as well just search this rubbish. No, there's nothing particularly valuable there. I think we've had all of the mushrooms from that cave too, so we may as well take those. It is now 6:59, and as such we need to get back to base and prepare because the storm is starting. So I see you guys back at base. Okay guys, here we are. It's going on for 8. We just want to see if we can make ourselves some better chest armor. Now we've got loads of hide. I think I can pretty much justify doing that, so that's what we're going to do. That is not what I meant to do, obviously. I'm going to put my spare football jersey in there, and I've got lots of things here. I'm going to make sure that I've eaten. We're going to eat something nice and nutritious, though not one of our stews, because those stews, we should see if we can make that as soon as possible. I want to take those with us because they're really good. Oh, there we go. Where? And I should put my 25 away. There we are. And I'm not planning on falling down tonight, but you never know. Just in case we do, it would be really good. I want to repair my bow. May as well repair my axe as well. There we go. And then, given the time, we ought to go. And I'm going to shut this so that I can't get... I don't think vultures would fly through there, but you never know, do ya? So, there we go. We're going to shut up the base so that whatever else happens... And I suppose our respawn point, in some ways, it'd be better to have our respawn point inside the base, shut away, so that we're not getting respawned where we're likely to be battered to death by blasted vultures. But it's not looking too dark around here. Look at that blood moon. I'm assuming that's the moon as opposed to the sun, but or is that the sun just going down? I don't know, but we're all right for light here. If it stays like this, we're not too bad. Note to self: ladder is on north side. If the worst should happen and I should fall down like a total fool, if I do that, then that would be a total noob error, but it is something I still do from time to time, let's face it. Let's hope our cobblestones there hold up. I could have placed spike traps all the way around the bottom as well. I was considering that, but I thought, actually, do you know what, I'd rather save my wood at this point. Given it's quite hard for us to gather at this point, it's quite hard work, I thought I'd rather save it at this point. I'm deliberately on the side that where my ladder isn't, because if the zombies destroy the ladder, if they come at that wall and destroy the ladder, it's going to be pretty difficult for us to get back up again. There we are. So, in fact, just ahead of that, in case that happens, I'm just going to make myself a few of these so I can nerd pole back up now. Oh, yeah, here we are. They're actually on my side here, so there we are. There's a couple of them down there. Oh, and I'm putting arrows into precisely nothing. So, I'm going to see if I can actually hit some of them, because that would be useful. Okay, it's looking pretty quiet around here. I think we're more or less done. I'm only getting kind of one of them at once. I've got my blood moon count at 8, and it sort of sometimes feels like only 8 zombies will show up for the entire night rather than 8 at once. I've found that only 1 or 2 have showed up at once generally, and so I don't know. Again, maybe that ups dynamically, so it's a maximum of 8 are going to show up. So in some senses, it's kind of tempting to put the blood moon count up, so that you've got a higher possibility of, you know, a decent number of them turning up, because having just a couple at once is not particularly dramatic. Nonetheless, obviously they've chewed through my cobblestone defences down there like they weren't there, so, you know, it's, I wouldn't say, you know, I think they've got some serious punch power, these creatures, and so you do have to be a little bit respectful. I think their damage, their block damage has been up since Alpha 15, so I think we've got her. I think she's down, so it's time to do a little bit of looting of these corpses. I did level a couple of times in the night, so we have got some, oh for goodness sake, get down the flaming ladder. We do have some leveling to do as well. But what I'll probably do is start the next episode by doing that. I'll just take everything at this point, shall I? I'll just take all of it, perhaps not the paper or whatever. I'll take it all. We've got chests. I'll put it all in the chests, and then I'll shiv this lot as well. And as I say, in the next episode, I'm not taking sham sandwiches. They're really not particularly worth the inventory space. In the next episode, we will start out by heading out. We will basically have to take a decision about which of our goodies, our worldly goods, we're going to take with us. And we are off in search of pastures new, and a new place to start our new base build in earnest. Now, I do have a design in mind, which I'm currently in the process of kind of testing in my private gaming sessions. Okay, that's it. That's we've got them all, so I'm going to get rid of the corpses now. Yeah, I'm going to have to take them away, because if I don't, I'm going to end up, if I don't empty the corpses, I can't destroy the corpses, so we're going to get shot of all of these, thus negating the possibility that a screamer will turn up. There we go, before we could even leave town. Okay guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this first Horde episode. I'm going to up my Horde count as well as my durability count before the next episode, and the difficulty sorry, is going up as well. I've got it on Nomad. It's going up to whatever the one after Nomad is for the next episode as well, because that's how I roll. It's I find it's a sort of a sensible way of making sure we have a challenge, but hopefully not too much of a challenge as we go. Okay guys, so you know what to do if you enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to hit that like button and let me know. And I hope you'll join me for the next episode. In the meantime, feel free to leave me your hints, tips, comments, suggestions, and share your gameplay. I see you in the next episode, or when we are leaving this humble place and setting out to build our next epic base. So I do hope you'll join me for that. Until then, keep gaming, keep surviving, and stay happy. Bye bye for now.